Hello, everyone, and welcome to another podcast. On today, there are some things that we need to consider. I'm going to continue to talk to you about this not voting situation, and always talk to you about us handling our own situation. I'm not going to change that. Okay, I'm not going to change that. That's the only way. When I say some things to consider, I'm continuously talking about change, y'all. I'm continuously talking about change. Some things that we need to see, that we need to that has been done in our faces. I'm 51 all my life, and it seems as if they're still doing it from generation to generation, and we are not noticing. We don't see it. We don't see it. We're just playing this game, and this is our lives. This is the one life we're giving, and these politicians are playing games. I can't. I hate politicians and I hate politics. That's just what it's going to be. That there's no. How we say there is no. What's that saying you say? The lesser of two evils. Evil is evil. Just like I said, there's some other saying that's always said where we always say it just like, well, I had to choose the lesser of two evils. No, evil is evil. Just like a lie is a lie. There's no little lie, big lie. A lie is a lie. So guess what? Evil is evil, right? This situation with AOC, she said that she wanted to present a bill to extend unemployment. Now, my question, is always, because she says she listened to her constituents. First of all, I'm pretty sure nobody told her to do something dumb like that. We are out of that phase. There's no more help. It's time for us to go ahead and die. Understand? Even with the 5 trillion, go ahead and die. There's nothing in it for you no more. We're done with that. There's no more help coming from nowhere. So we need to what? Take care of ourselves, everyone. We got to get together to do that. It's not going to happen with a representative. It's just not. Never has, never will. So I'm not going to continue. Stop telling me to believe or have faith that this mess is going to happen when there is it's going to be a failure. Always. It's going to be a failure. When she does it, it's going to be dumb as, I did hit it. It's going to be dumb as hell. It's going to be dumb as hell. Why? Because we already know. I don't even want to see the press conference. I don't even want to see when please. Do you know how dumb it was? Now this is me. And I'm going to dance with any, politician any day. I'm not going to let you use political rhetoric. I'm going to break you down, and then we'll find out what the truth is. Now, the dumbest thing to me was, and y'all, I'm serious. It gets dumber and dumber to me. I think when it was they did I might be wrong here. I don't know. It was so much dumb stuff when the orange haired one was in. But I think they did the articles of impeachment, and they took this long, dumbass walk down the hall, and then they gave them the papers, and then the papers went somewhere else, and the news media was sitting right there the whole time, and I'm like, oh my God. Am I really looking at this? I turned. Because I was turning the difference, and they were just showing it. And the look on their face was like, I'm so serious right now. This is going to happen. And I can't believe that they have been lying to us like this. I want y'all to always consider, when it comes this time again, when Christmas time came and them sons of bitches sit right there and went home with their families and spent their millions. And people were waiting for a stimulus. And they waited, what, till the end of the year? Or the beginning of the year when it came? They said, we're not doing that right now. We have something else to do. Have a Merry Christmas. How many kids, got up, with no gifts? How many were hungry? But we move on so fast that we forget that these people are awful. And we just continue to move forward in thinking that this 3.5 trillion or 1.2 trillion is going to do so much good for us. Our lives are going to change. People, that's infrastructure. That is not your personal life. That's not for you to be able to not work so damn hard till you die. My God, that's what's important to us, y'all. That mess they doing up there is not important. Does everybody really want to work until you're 70? Is that what you mean? That's what I mean. Things to consider. Do you really want to sit here and make these people billions on top of billions on top of trillions on top of trillions till it's your time to die? I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now that all of the dumbasses that sit there and say, oh, people that are sitting here on unemployment on their lazy asses is not trying. Well, what's the problem now? Because we in the South, and if anybody's still got unemployment, it's only $100 and some a week. But people still don't have people coming in doing these, low-wage jobs. Low-wage jobs. So explain to me, since, everybody jumped on that bandwagon. I told you once one person said something, everybody like dumbasses jump right on and say the same thing. Well, I saw the posts. It's a shame the day comes when people don't want to go to work, sit there on their asses and collect money. Y'all have heard me talk before. I was happy. That this sorry ass government was doing what they were supposed to do. This situation with this sorry ass Manchin dude, he is the worst. They don't need McConnell with him. Now they got him. Have you noticed the replacement? Come on now. Things to consider. Now Manchin is the one that everybody's like, oh my God, I hope he doesn't. I hope he dies. We are not benefiting from any of the theatrics that we are looking at on the television. I don't care what political analyst sits there, black, white, red, or whatever. Italian, Geechee, I don't care. None of the stuff that they're doing benefits us, y'all. None of it. But we're ready to vote when it's time to vote again, aren't we? Because the way things are looking right now, the orange one, if he run, he might get back in. Because of, remember what we talked about. If y'all been following me, and if you follow me now, we continue to talk up until it's time again to vote. We always Republican for 8 years, then we do a Democrat 8 years. Instead of keeping it 16 years, which you will see a change, but you get mad and see something wrong, and then you say, oh no, we're going to change, and don't even understand. You're starting all over again, playing the game. Things to consider. This Manchin guy said, what did he say? He said, whatever this thing Biden wants to do with the social stuff and things like that, he said that will give them an entitlement. They will think that they are entitled. You sorry bastard? Isn't that so? Are you entitled? You in the position? Don't you feel entitled? I told y'all before, there's no give and take. It's only take. And he is on borderline Republican Democrat. Because he's always on the Republican side, if you ever, you understand. That's why what they did the petition. Oh, we need a fourth. We need a fourth. And I haven't heard nothing about nothing except the media trying to keep it in existence. Not going to happen. If it happens, I'll be surprised. Things to consider, y'all. We have to stop playing this game with these people. When we stop playing this game with them, they're going to see that this is where they're playing us, y'all. If we don't, they're going to do whatever they want. Aren't they doing that now? Didn't they do that under the orange-haired one? When they make a decision to do something, they don't ask us. They go ahead and do it. Why? Because we voted and we told them to go ahead and do it. They have our blessing. You know what? You need to go check on your voting situations and really get a better understanding of what you're doing. Things to consider. We're not listening to each other. We're not loving each other. We're not spending time with each other. We are just going through this thing, man. We winging it. Now we got this pandemic and people are scared. People don't want to go to work. Jobs are still shutting down. And you know what, y'all? They're not putting it in the news. Have you noticed that? Their stuff's still spreading. And they're not putting it in the news like that. They only put a little bit of something. They're not. Things to consider. They're playing games with our lives, y'all. They're not telling us everything that we're supposed to know. And they never will. I want y'all to really give serious consideration. If we need to get together and talk about this, y'all, please. And bring in, the person that has dedicated their life just like a Christian has dedicated, their life to church, that says this is the only way. If that's the case, then what happened to grandma and then grandma's grandma and then grandma's grandma and then grandma's grandma and then grandma's grandma? If this was supposed to work, common sense, y'all. We've been playing this game since way back because they have lied and said, you have this right. Now, wait a minute, hold on. Our forefathers died for this right. And you still getting screwed? Oh, wait a minute. They give the little crumbles and rumbles and, we've come so far. Really? 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 How long are we supposed to play this game, y'all? I don't want to play this game till my last day. I don't want to play this game till my last day. I'm not going to sit here and say, I believe in this representative, or I believe that person or whatever, they are the best thing. I'm tired of hearing we need somebody like us to go in there and represent us. They're not going to do that. I just saw on the news, Durham is a mess right now, y'all. Durham is, they off the charts, boys. Some killing going on at Durham, North Carolina, boys. It's gangster right about now. So they have some mayors running. And all the mayors were saying different things. The people that are running, for mayor, saying different things. And I said, you always get those few that, we really want to work with the police. And I think one dumbass said, I want to start search and frisk. I was like, please die. These people that are running are not running to make a change for their community. Do you hear me? When they raise their right hand, They can no longer take care of the community. They have to do the law. And the law says, what about the community? I'll wait. When they go in, why do they go in? Because they have sit here and told you lies about what needs improvement and what they're going to fight for. There's the key. What they're going to fight for. And the people on the top are already saying, oh, they're not going to do any of that. They will do nothing of that of the sort. They will do the law and do what the hell I tell them to do. And what happens? Exactly that. So when they go to them, they send them back to you. And what do they tell you? Keep believing in God, y'all. Y'all just keep believing in God because God's going to do it. Oh, I believe him. Y'all stand up and give God praise. And we get the same results. When are we going to stop playing this game, y'all? That's my question. Are you so afraid that if y'all, because I told y'all before, there are more of them than there are of us, and I'm talking about Caucasian people. And the Latinos, you know, they go with the winning team. What? Who's it? The Daddy Yankee, Republican. The majority of, like I said, the majority of them are Republican. They go with the winning team. Not that if they have the money or anything like that, they just go with the winning team. And like I said, you're with the winning team, but you're not winning. The only people that win are the party themselves. They can get all the support they want, but that doesn't do anything for you. Things to consider. If I'm going to join this party, shouldn't I get some of the benefits? Man, oh man. Never thought of it that way, did you? Never thought of it that way. When they get in there, they don't have to work like we have to work till we die. They can retire early and spend the rest of their beautiful lives with their family somewhere with all the money that they have laundered and got from corporations to put into your water so you can grow an extra tail. Come on, y'all. Them people are in there getting money. That's why when they retire, they not old and gray. And the ones that's grandfathered in, they there forever. They there till they die. And on oxygen, eyes sunk in, barely walk. All that. We are not giving any consideration into what happens if we stop playing this game with them. And I'm not saying make no demands of it. Hell with them. Why aren't we getting together and putting our money together and living like Diddy in there? Why? Things to consider. They have done such an excellent job of keeping us separated and apart and hating on each other that everything I'm saying right now, I'm pretty sure, no. And the comedians are funny, boy. They make fun of it. We laugh, we have a good time, but they're telling the truth. They telling the truth. We got to change this, y'all. We got to change the pattern. I told y'all before, the church is not the answer. Never have, never will be. We never sit here and say, my grandmother's grandmother did this. And here we still are. What? Because we have a car? What? Because they let us hold on to a little bit of money? Huh? Because we're scared. Because we don't want to try Black Wall Street again. Because if we try it again, they'll do it even now. They'll do it even now. Go ahead and try it. They'll do it even now. That's why I said I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about us putting our money together that we make, and then we don't have to work for these sons of bitches for the rest of our lives. I remember it used to be 55. And back, I think it was the Reagan era, they changed it. And it's crazy how nobody changed it back. Have you ever noticed how they have done stuff back in the day and no president has ever changed that, and it was never put in stone? Case in point, them taking from Social Security. The Republicans, I think Reagan started it, but how many Democratic presidents have been in? And they could have changed that. Things to consider. I keep a keen eye, y'all. And I do that because I cannot stand them. I have to watch because I have to be aware. But I cannot stand those liars, those cheaters. It just kills me when they talk about obeying the law when they break the law all the time. Especially in the South, they don't even go by laws. They do Republican laws. Republican laws. If you would get a person that's not affiliated to go through the laws that they have, and the punk ass Democrats talk about it all the time. If they would go through, they would say this is against the law. But guess what? They've been doing it so long. Like I said, where do you have to pay to have a car? I have a 2017 Toyota Camry. Do you know that bad boy is $314 a year? And I'm sitting here like, hold up. Now, some people make money. I'm not saying, that's hard. It's a stretch. It's, that's rough. If I couldn't do it, I wouldn't do it. But why would I want to keep, doing that when I could just get a, decent car and take care of it, and not do a car payment? Just, you understand what I'm saying? We don't think about that until we get into it, and then it's like, man, I could do it, but that's a lot of money to spend. And yes, I'm guilty, because I'm like, man, daggone it, I love the car though. But let me tell you something, y'all. When I say things to consider, we have to get out of the box. And I know y'all haven't heard this in a while. That's why you don't think about it anymore. We have to get out the box. We got to get out this box they got us in, y'all. The only thing they have us doing now is, who's going to be the next president? Who's going to do this? Or who's going to do that? Or who's going to be the next mayor in our county? Or who's going to be the next governor? Or dumbest thing, y'all. And I'm giving it. I had some other things to talk about, but we'll do that on different podcasts. It kills me to see that they're doing the same thing now. Because if you look at a documentary in either the old black and white presidencies, or you look in the 60s and the 70s presidencies, and you see the same thing then that you see now. Remember, everybody, please don't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. God bless, and I'll see y'all next time.
I remember my sister Mary would get beat by her husband, who was the deacon in the church. And the whole church knew, but no one would say anything. But I remember so clearly, she was in the kitchen, washing dishes, and she would encourage herself. quietly, cause she didn't want to start anything. She'll say,
Lord, deliver me. Cause all he seems to do is hurt me.
if you know someone dealing with this, pull out your phone and text them, I love you.
Hurt me.
Even if you got this song on repeat. When he would leave the house, she would say,
Lord, deliver me. So all he seems to do is hurt me. Hurt me.
You hate me,
Nah,
but you really love me.
of course I do, yeah.
When you ball it up inside, it creates tornadoes in your tummy. Energy sparks emotions, emoted by lots of pressure.
Yeah.
Hatred is a small gesture. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See you nauseous over this nonsense. Friends should just be friends, but it's hard to tell your conscience. Paralyzed by the pain, so moving on is just a concept. Imperfected, in my perfection, I'm only half of what you want, and half of what you need, baby.
Lord, deliver me. All he seems to do is hurt me. Oh Lord, hurt me.
Sing it to me. Growing up in the hood, when you got to liking girls, you had to have a lot of them. That was the cool factor. And it might still be, you know. We rappers and hip-hop's gotta change the cool factor. We gotta start loving on our loved ones. I've never hit a woman and I never will, but mentally I've done the same damage. And I just wanna say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
We never know what we're doing.
What we're doing.
I had to tell her, I see, we need a real Christian Sunday kind of guy. One that crosses his fingers when he lie, crosses heart and hopes to die, crosses T's and dots his I, crosses tassel when he cross the stage, crossing over pledging beta 5. You need a good guy, and I'm just a PK with 2 crosses on. A half singing rapper that could pen a song. But I guess perfection is boring. You want somebody that's gonna love you crazy.
I need you, Lord, deliver me. Oh, if you don't do it, it won't get done. Oh Lord, it's me again.
Standing in the need of
I do is hurt me. Hurt me.
Up against your home. The enemy came up against your children. The enemy came up against your name. The enemy came up against your character. You will win, win. You will win. The enemy came up against your health. The enemy came up against your finances. The enemy came up against your vision. The enemy came up against your business. You will win. Oh, you will win. Yes, you will.
But
said anybody can fight, but the question is, can you win? I came to tell somebody up in here tonight that there is something on the inside of you that's going to help you win in this season, and it's called a champion. You ought to open up your mouth and shout, I am a champion. Everything attached to you wins. I said everything attached to you wins. Can you point to your neighbor and tell them, everything attached to you wins. Come on, let's tell them, everything attached to you wins. Just tell them, say, it's your winning season. It's your winning season. If God got to carry you, if God got to carry you, that's what He's going to do tonight. Because you can't afford to lose again. You can't afford to lose again. Oh, it's your winning season. Last time, say, everything attached to me wins. Everything attached to me wins. This is what I need you to do, because I realize that you can't say you are a winner but look defeated. I need you to get up out of your seat and high five 10 people across this room. Don't just stay at your row, tell them across the room that you will win. Come on, high five 10 people and tell them you will win.